Morning, everybody. Fellowship of the Clouds. Trying to work out my lighting here. That's a little better, ain't it? Trying to get it just right. I'm in the living room today. You can see, got the Mandalorian symbol there. Well, you know, if you're into Star Wars and you know who Boba Fett was or is, that symbol was, on one of his shoulder pad things. Over there is I cut out of the box where I got my action figure last year or whenever it was, the Violator from Spawn. I don't know. I'm just showing you, telling you about the background. I've got the 5 agreements on my wall up here. I'm thinking about rewrite. I need to rewrite them and put them everywhere. Anyway, I'm doing okay today. Not too bad. I've done got up and walked the ladybird and just been contemplating things and enjoying being alive and giving thanks to the Almighty for just letting me have another day. So here's where we're at on this. I'm going to be doing it. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. And so I would normally be reading number 59, which is in order. Let me just tell you the title: Adopt a Child Through the Mail. But what I'm thinking, I contemplated right for a little while before I started recording. I thought about skipping it entirely and just going to 60, and then I thought, well, when I'm doing it, the video for number 60, I could have said, y'all let me know what I'm still going to say this. Let me know if you want me to read the whole thing, but I think we get the idea. Let's just read the first paragraph, and then I'm going to go to the number 60. That's just the way I'm going to do it. And then if you want to hear the rest of it, because it's really, the first paragraph sums it up. Well, I don't want to turn this book into an advertisement for service agencies. I do have to say that my experience of adopting children through the mail has been extremely positive. No, you don't actually adopt a child, but you do get to help one out while at the same time getting to know them. The experience has brought tremendous joy and satisfaction to my entire family. My 6-year-old daughter has an adoptee and has enjoyed and learned from the experience a great deal. My daughter and her pal regularly write to each other and draw pictures that we hang up. They enjoy hearing about each other's lives. And then the rest of it, he's just basically explaining how, before we had the internet, how people would do that. And it's got me thinking it might be interesting to look into it and really see how much it would cost. I don't make any money on YouTube. I get a disability check every month. So let's just be clear about that. And I get a lot of people, asking me for help and stuff, and I will help anybody if I can. But I think some people think because I got a channel or something, maybe I've got money. I don't know, man. I live in a rundown trailer and I don't have a vehicle. I don't drive. I have a hard time getting around everywhere. So, but this I'm not downgrade. Never feel like you can't reach out to me. But monetarily, I can't always be able to, I don't have a lot of money. And when I can, I'll help somebody out. You know what I'm saying? If it's $5 or $10 here or whatever, I'm more gracious. I'm glad to do that. And but a lot of people help me out. I'm getting help from a lot of people a lot of times. So, let's just remember that. Like I said, it basically goes on to just explain more about how you would do that. And then at the end, he gives you who he thinks is the best agency to get in touch with for adopting a child from somewhere else and everything. So I just opted to tell you about that and then go on straight to number 60 here, which I didn't even read. This will be now. If you'll remember the other day, we in one of the readings, just a couple of readings back, he said something about melodrama, meaning Melodrama, and then mellow, like mellow fellow drama. Like I'm a mellow fellow, and the title of number 60 is "Turn Your Melodrama into a Mellow-Drama." Like so, in a certain respect, the strategy is just another. In a certain respect, this strategy is just another way of saying don't sweat the small stuff. Many people live as if life were a melodrama, an extravagantly theatrical play in which action and plot predominate. Sound familiar? In dramatic fashion, we blow things out of proportion and make a big deal out of little things. We forget that life isn't as bad as we're making it out to be. We also forget that when we're blowing things out of proportion, we are the ones doing the blowing. Excuse me, I'm burping up. I found that simply reminding myself that life doesn't have to be a soap opera is a powerful method of calming down. When I get too worked up or start taking myself too seriously, which happens more than I like to admit, I say to myself something like, here I go again, my soap opera is starting. Almost always this takes the edge off my seriousness and helps me laugh at myself. Often this simple reminder enables me to change the channel to a more peaceful station. My melodrama is transformed into a mellow drama. Yeah. And let's see. If you've ever watched a soap opera, you've seen how the characters will take little things so seriously as to ruin their lives over them. Someone says something to offend them, looks at them wrong, or flirts with their spouse. Their response is usually, "Oh my gosh, how could this happen to me?" Then they exacerbate the problem by talking to others about how awful it is. They turn life into an emergency, a melodrama. The next time you feel stressed out, experiment with this strategy. Remind yourself that life isn't an emergency and turn your melodrama into a melodrama. And let me share a little snippet of yesterday. I was talking to my friend Michael Hernandez. You've heard me mention his name before. We skateboarded for many years together as teenagers into my early 20s. He lived with me and Mom still when we were, right out of high school, right in, like he moved in. And me and him talk almost every day. He's in Indiana, but, I'm in Alabama. But he has a job where, like, he drives a truck and stuff, and we're able to talk while he's driving and stuff. He's got a little headset that he uses, Bluetooth. And so yesterday we were on the phone yesterday evening, and I seen my friend Lloyd pulling in to go over to my neighbor's, and I'd been thinking about maybe going to the store, which I really didn't have to go to the store. There was nothing I really needed. I just I just had something in mind if I got to the store, what I would do. And so I seen Lloyd pulling in, and I was like, I'd been telling Mike yesterday, like, to stay relaxed. He was having a situation where he was thinking about something, and he was thinking, there was almost an accident when he was doing something at work or pulling out from a trailer and stuff. And he was worried about it, and I understand. And I was trying to tell him about, hey, calm down, it'll be all right, and everything. And I was sharing with him about, in the reading yesterday, about a lot of times we think of life as an emergency, and it's not. Or maybe that was the other reading from the day before, like, be a less aggressive driver or whatever. But I was telling him about both readings, because they don't get to watch every video I make, but he does watch and stuff, and he's a subscriber. But the point is, so in a quick burst, like, we were in a conversation, and all of a sudden I seen Lloyd's truck, and I was like, hey, I got to get off here. Because I knew there was only a amount of time I had to get out, maybe get over there and say, hey, see what, was Lloyd coming here to pick somebody up over there and take them somewhere? And if so, could I just get in and go, and like have a ride, without inconveniencing anybody. But as soon as I got off the phone with Mike and I stepped onto my front porch and I fully got a full view of the truck, Lloyd had his cousin in the passenger side with him. And then I stood on the porch and just quickly decided, I don't need to go, because I seen Robert coming out, my neighbor from over there, and he was going to the truck to get in it. And I was like, man, I could go there and have gotten a ride, but I would have had to cramp in. Like, it's got a cab, behind it, but it's a smaller spaced cab. And so me and Robert would have had to scrunch into there. And then sometimes Lloyd has his big dog with him. And then we have to like be really tight because the big dog sits in the back. I had to be really tight because his cousin was with him in the passenger side. So I just opted out, and I called Mike back while I was on the porch and was like, And then as we were talking, I got to share with Mike that, I realized all within those few moments of like feeling rushed to get off the phone with you, to step onto my porch, within just 5 minutes, I quickly was able to reel myself back in and say, Gray Cloud, it's not an emergency. Like I told Mike, there was nothing I really needed to get to the store about. Now, today, I wouldn't mind getting to the store because, as you know, we're dealing with like broken pipes and stuff from the freezing weather. And until that stuff gets fixed, I won't be able to just go get water easily or take a shower. Like, I live, I don't know. Things are working out, though, and I'm going to say grateful. And if you hadn't already hit the like button, please think about hitting like for me. And if you haven't subscribed, but you've watched a few videos, I'd appreciate you subscribing. And there was a guy that hit me up in comments the other day asking how to get in touch with me. I told him, find me on Facebook and message me, or get on X. If you follow me on X, you can message me. I'm more than willing to share like an email or even a number to get personally in touch with me, but I don't want to do it in the comments necessarily. Like I had put my email in there, and then I was like, I don't know, because I don't know how it works, but a lot of people can get just a tiny bit of information and then go into your stuff. So I'm just trying to be cautious. I'm trying to figure out how can I create something where you guys can better get in touch with me. Maybe I'll just create another email just for the channel and like give that to y'all is what I'm thinking. What do you think? And then you can email me. I can read what you've got to say. And then if I decide, like if you're wanting to reach out to me and talk to me, I can like determine whether it's safe to send you my number and stuff. So, and I hope y'all understand that. So, and I think his name's Eric. So if you're seeing this video, just try to find me on Facebook and message me, or go to X. And if you're having trouble, then just leave your email in the comments, and I'll email you some information if you want to talk. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. I'm going to try my best. I'm doing all right. Right, yeah, like I said, I am going to try to get a ride so I can maybe fill up some jugs of water and stuff. And as you know, coming Thursday, I'll have part of my toe removed, and I'm in good spirits. Come Thursday, if I make it all the way to Thursday, I'll have 2 full weeks again without drinking. Now, anybody that's new here, I've been working on sobriety off and on over the past couple of years, and I've gotten good lengths of time in. Like once I had 10 months, then I messed up, and then I had from that time and each time I've messed up, I've only drank for a few days and then got right back in on the wagon, and got another stretch of time in and everything. And it's like the mind will play tricks on you, like I can find an excuse I never had to have an excuse to drink. I just drank all the time. And so now it's like after long periods of time, and then I all of a sudden start getting something going on, or it's just like old habits are hard to break, and I'm just working on what I can do and taking it one day at a time. I don't push none of that kind of stuff on nobody. I don't tell you that what to do for yourself. And I've been really open about that. I do still use cannabis some. Like I'm not completely clean from everything. Like I use cannabis, and I do enjoy. Like, of course, it's been a while, but actually, uh, for my birthday and right before my birthday, I got a package, and I did have some psilocybin mushroom chocolate that was really cool. That had been the first time I'd done anything psychedelic like that in for years. And you can judge me all you want, but I'm telling you, if you haven't experienced it, you can't really know what I'm talking about. Like I don't take anything. Like if I'm doing a psychedelic, it's to expand the conscious mind. I don't just get out there on something and not remember what I did. I usually am taking notes. I'm exploring. I'm communicating with certain things, and I need to not worry about I'm just being open. I'm an open book, pretty much. I am realizing I'm understanding though that I do need to be more careful about how much I share, and it's because I'm reading that book, Living by Grace by Joel S. Goldsmith, which right here, I almost shared some of it yesterday again, and then right after I'd read what I'd read and was thinking I wanted to share, when I went back and read the next paragraph, I was like, okay, like this book's telling me it's okay to share some of stuff, but some things we want to do in private. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to tell everybody what I've done as far as charity. Like, if I've helped somebody else, I don't need to get on here and brag about it. I mean, sometimes like I don't mind. I like to share that I've met somebody and was able to help them, or I've met somebody and they helped me, because I get a lot of help. Like, not even trying to get help, people just kind of help me out, and they know my situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're all in a place. Like, I don't know where you're at. If you're going through something, I'm here for you, and I'll keep you in my prayers. And if you don't have a relationship with the divine, I strongly suggest try to figure out how you can find that, because it'll make life a little easier. I don't ever try to be pushy about nothing like that. I'm just speaking from my experience, and ever since I ever at 25 never doubted it again, that there's something taking care, and I'm part of a bigger picture. I've lived a hellish life, but I'm doing my best to get right, and hey, let's see where we go. Hit like, subscribe, and until next time, this is old Gray Cloud here, Mr. Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. The only moment I have is right now, making this video, and when I turn this off, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'll have a heart attack and then not be able to upload it or anything. And I'm not wishing nothing bad on myself. I'm just telling you, we don't know from 1 minute to the next what's going to happen. So why worry as much as we do? And I'm bad about it. I stress over crap that don't need to be stressed over. So like I said, until next time, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. And the way I tell you I love you is ditto. Ditto. All you got to say is ditto back.